All right, I think we're live. Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's hangout. We're all excited here tonight because this one's going to be a really special one. We have a special guest for this one, and we're going to come back to him later. My name is Christer Hero. We normally do this hangout in Swedish. As you can see, the panel below here is mostly Swedish people, and so we've done this hangout in Swedish, but tonight is going to be in English because we had some listeners that are listening in English or understanding in English as their main language. So we're going to do this in English all the way. Like I said, my name is Christer. I've been fortunate enough to be part of this movement, I want to say, be part of this opportunity, and really I've been in this industry for a couple of years doing this part-time, and I've been true to my company that I worked for before, and I said to myself, I'm not going to do anything here, I'm just going to stay here and have a blast. But as soon as I actually saw this opportunity, this video that Tony actually sent me, I was hooked. It took me about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so to actually get in with Tony, and I think that he's going to try to give you a good picture on how this works and why this is so exciting, and why this could be something that actually changed your life like it has done for many of us here on the panel. So with that said, I would like to introduce to you some of the people here. Just going to make a short presentation of each one of them. We just had Denise popped on here. So I think we're going to try to just start off with the people that has been on there for a while now. Jon Alfredsson, it's your time to tell me about yourself.
Thank you, Christer. Yes, my name is Jon Alfredsson, and can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So, yeah, I live in Los Angeles, California, but I'm from Sweden. I moved here to Sweden 4 years, from Sweden 4 years ago, and I'm working full-time online. And I've been working full-time online for over 4 years, and been online for 6 years. And what we have here today is something that I've never seen the scope of before. This is such a huge deal. I've never seen anything like it in my years online, and I don't believe there are anything like it out there either. And before I started my career online, I was a PhD. I got my PhD in electrical engineering in Sweden, and decided to not continue that path and start working online because I wanted more freedom. And yeah, this is something that has the opportunity to change a lot of people's lives, so they can gain a lot more freedom as well. So, yeah, that's...
All right, so let's take it to Linda.
Yeah, hi, my name is Linda Karlsson, and I'm also from Sweden, and I'm still in Sweden, in this very south part of Sweden. So starting to get cold here, but I'm happy because I found Wukar and these amazing guys, and Tony I have worked with before. I was also true to my company until I saw the video of Wukar and the whole business idea, and it's just so amazing. And we were talking before here about, you know, everyone always saying that you always need a team to make money. Oh, I don't have a team, I can't do anything. Well, I came here with nothing, and I've started my journey, and I'm just ready to take off, and I've already taken off. So I'm really happy right now, and I guess that's it for me. So I'm leaving the word over to Sanna, maybe.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm in Stockholm. I'm Sanna Hellstrom, and I've been working online for a few years with various results. It's been ups and downs and ups and downs, like I think it is for most of us, until we find something that we feel passionate about. And I think this is exactly what happened when Wukar showed up. Just accidentally or by universe or however. And I won't talk so much about that. I just, I just wake up with a smile every morning, and it just feels like very, very exciting. We've done some teamwork here that I've never experienced before, and we're having a lot of fun. I had a girlfriend and a member. She fell asleep in her office chair in front of the computer last night, and she just woke up, didn't even know what was going on, and because she was doing some stuff with the Wukar team. So, but I was very attracted to it because I think this is a possibility. It's truly a possibility for many people that are not so talented in marketing and building teams and doing all this difficult work, because it is difficult to market and to recruit and to do all that whole part. So here is an opportunity for everyone, really, and that's what I thought that was very attractive, and that attracted me to come in. So yes.
Right. I think we have Denise on. Are you ready?
Yes. Can you hear me? Am I unmuted?
You're good.
I'm good? Okay. Hi, my name is Denise Jacino, and I have been online for about 4 years. About half of that was a learning curve. And I have to say that, with all due respect, Tony, when I first found out that you were trying something new, I said, is he nuts? But the fact is that so I'm a very analytical person. My background's in business consulting. And so is John, and John was able to connect with me on that level, giving me all of the information I needed to get before I jumped in. And then I was able to see not only the viability of the company and the product, but I said to myself, if Tony Rush and all these other people have been so successful in internet marketing, they would not be trying something that they didn't feel was really going to work. And that, among other things, was really what did it for me. The fact that, and on top of that, having the Wukar team make it so easy for people who have no technical skills to come in and be a part of this very great big project made it very attractive to me.
All right, thanks, Denise. All right, it's time for our host for tonight, or for the special guest for tonight. And some of you have already mentioned the story, or the part of the story that Tony Rush has. And for those of you who doesn't know who Tony Rush is, he's a highly respected and very successful person, being in this business for quite a few years now, and being a top earner in his previous company. And so I'm not going to try to tell his story. He's going to do it himself. But like I said, I actually followed Tony from day one in his previous company, and I guess, I mean, they always say if you want to be successful, you need to follow successful people, and that's probably why I actually hopped on this train here, because, like Denise, as soon as I saw Tony make a turn in his life and decided to go for this, I said to myself, this got to be so good. So I just decided to go on board. So, and I never regretted that. I'm very happy for that now, and I hope many of you listening to this are going to feel the same thing after tonight. So, with that said, I would like to bring out Tony, and yeah, the show is yours, Tony.
Hey, Krista, can you hear me okay?
You're good.
Yeah.
Great, great. And by the way, let me just go ahead and start by saying Denise is the only person other than me on this webinar that doesn't talk funny. What's up with that? Now, and what's funny is they're all thinking that I talk funny. So, but anyway, no, it's just a bad joke.
I'm actually the only one.
Right. Denise and I have normal accents. No, I'm just teasing. I'm definitely the guest here tonight. So it's always a pleasure to hang out with friends in Europe. I love coming over to visit, and certainly this business has provided us a lot of opportunity to to make lots of friends all over the world, and on occasion to actually spend some time face to face with these folks. I've actually met, I think, everybody here, possibly one. Yeah, so you're among friends tonight, and thank you for investing some time with us. Certainly, you could be watching something on television or doing something else. So, what I would like to do is make sure that the time that we spend here tonight is of value, because you've got time and you've got money, and time is always more valuable than money, because you can get more money, but you can't get more time. So we want to make sure that the time that we do spend here tonight is something that you can learn something from, and some things that you can put in your pocket and put to use in your life and really get from where you are to where you want to be. Well, Krister said some really nice things. Actually, several people mentioned some really kind things, and I certainly appreciate that. She had to run out, but Jessica says hello. Jessica and I, our story is not a whole lot different than a lot of people as far as how we got started in the home business profession. Short version, we saw a lot of people that were making money from home. We were unhappy with how we were making money. Got to figure out how to make money from home. And I think at some point we have tried just about everything. If it was legal or ethical, we probably tried it. And there's a lot of great opportunities out there. We did vitamins, skincare, and anti-aging, and e-books, and eBay, and I mean, I was scrounging around in the basement and the attic trying to find stuff to sell on eBay, and I mean, so we've done a little bit of everything. And somewhere around about 2003 or 2004, we got a few things figured out about making money from home, and it completely changed our lives. We went very quickly from making zero to making, and I'll speak in dollars tonight just because it's easier for me, but $15,000 a month U.S. To making $50,000 a month U.S. The last couple of years, Jessica and I we've averaged about $1 million a year working from home on the internet, and I don't say that lightly. You're talking to the former assistant manager at a bookstore in the mall, so I didn't grow up wealthy. I didn't have wealthy parents, and I feel very, very blessed that I came across some of these ideas that you're going to hear about tonight, and that I had the courage to make those decisions and take that action. And it's been just a fantastic experience for me and my family. So let's fast forward to about 2 months ago. So 2 months ago, I was working in a business where, like I said, we were averaging, anywhere from $80,000 to $110,000 a month in personal income, and I'm a very focused person. I say no to everything. At some point I have been offered, hey, look at this, hey, there's a new business over here, and I have just been one of those people that has just been very focused. But there was a gentleman that called me, and he and I have been friends for about 10 years. He's actually the first person I ever knew that was making over $150,000 a month U.S. And he called me and he said, Tony, there's something that I want you to look at. And so I was willing to take a look, and it's what we're going to go through tonight. We're going to explain this in some detail so that you have a very clear understanding of who we are, what we do, and how we do it, and more importantly, how you can kind of get your slice of the pie, so to speak. But when I looked at this, I was initially skeptical. I tried to poke holes in it. I tried to shoot it down. The longer I looked at it, the better it looked. And my wife and I actually flew to Dubai in September to sit down and have a chat with the founder, who I'll briefly just give you some information on the folks that have founded the company. This particular gentleman is a billionaire, with a B, billionaire. And we asked some questions about the vision of the company. We asked some questions about what he wants to accomplish, how he wants to accomplish it, and how getting involved in this opportunity right now may well be the most profitable thing that most of us have ever done. I've been in the right place at the right time 2 other times in my life, and I know what it looks like and I know what it feels like, and this is it. This is exactly where you want to be. So let me we're going to get into some details, but let me ask you a question. This question, I like to ask this of audiences just because it was a life-changing question the first time I heard it. So let me ask you this question. It's probably a question you've never been asked before. What would change if your annual income suddenly became your monthly income? Think about that. Like that's a big deal. That's a big question, isn't it? So if you think about it from the standpoint of, let's say, on the 15th day of this month, you received all the money that you worked for all last year, all at one time, on the 15th day of the month, and that you also know you're going to get it again next month. What would change? You'd probably change some of the clothes you wear. You might change what you drive. You might change your postal code where you live, right? You might move out of an apartment into a house, or from a house into a dream house, but there's something you would change. The first time I heard that question, it completely changed my perspective about money, because the longer I studied that question, the more I realized there are more people out there making large incomes than you can possibly imagine, and they're no different than you and I. I'm pretty sure that if an assistant bookstore clerk can do it, then chances are pretty good that it's something that anybody can do. So that's a question I'd like you to take with you after this webinar. Okay, no matter what decisions you come to, go ahead and make the commitment right now that earning the kind of money that you deserve in your life, A, you actually do deserve it, and B, it's not really as difficult as you think it is. It's only difficult if you're selling your time to an employer. If you're willing to actually follow a system that's proven to work and has created millions and millions of dollars for the people that use it, it's actually pretty simple to create the kind of lifestyle that you want. So let's get into the details here. What are we talking about? I can't resist. I have to tell you this. So there was a guy named Werner Erhard years ago who said, it's easier to ride a horse in the direction it's already going. Okay, if you're a kayaker, or if you're interested in boats, it's easier to just follow the river in the direction it's going. Changing the course of a river, that's a pretty big job, right? Now, why am I asking these two odd questions? Because most home business is about trying to get somebody to buy something that they've never heard of before you brought it up, right? And it's not good, bad, right, or wrong. You can make a lot of money. I've made a lot of money doing that. But most home business is about, hey, look at this wonderful product you've never seen before. Here it is, right? And I'm going to tell you all about this amazing cup of tea. And, oh, it's, these leaves have been picked on the northern slopes of the Himalayan mountains by monks, at midnight. And it's so delicious, and if you buy this tea and drink this tea, it's going to just change your life. That's what most home business marketing is about. You're telling somebody about something that they don't know about yet, and you're trying to get them to go from complete ignorance of a product to actually buying it in the matter of a few minutes. And again, that's not good, bad, right, or wrong. Lots of money's been made that way. I've made lots of money that way. But imagine if you could make money without somebody having to change what they're buying. Now that would be powerful, wouldn't it? I'll give you an example. Let's say Apple computer. I'm sure Apple is probably as big or bigger in Europe as it is here in the United States. I own somewhere probably 15 different Apple products in my home. Embarrassing to say. I think I'm a bit of an addict at this point. But can you imagine what it would be like that instead of trying to get somebody to buy this thing over here, what if you could just make money every time somebody goes to Apple and buys something? That's what tonight's conversation is about. The conversation is about your ability to capitalize on the biggest trend in the world. Billions and billions of dollars hiding right under your nose. Tonight's conversation is about a product that you have probably engaged in the last 24 hours, certainly in the last week. And everybody you know is doing this, and yet you've never considered your opportunity to actually make a piece of that money. So this is the part of the conversation where we would normally say, ooh, look at our wonderful product that you've never heard of before. But tonight, we want to talk about your ability to make money every time somebody goes online and buys anything. Online shopping, the biggest trend in the world today. Billions and billions of dollars every year. Think about every time somebody goes online and buys flowers, books a hotel, rents a car, back-to-school shopping. How much money do you think will be spent online in the last 90 days of this year? Just the holiday Christmas shopping. Can you imagine what it would be like just to have a tiny bit of that? Well, this was the question that my friend posed to me when he called me 2 months ago. And he said, this is your opportunity not to make money on a certain product, but to make money on a global trend. It'll never go away. It's always going to be here, the convenience of people going online and shopping. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to actually share my screen, and let me give you a couple of examples here of what we're talking about, as well as some real-life examples. And Krister, I'm just going to ask real quickly if you can confirm, because I just want to make sure you can actually see my desktop. Can you see my desktop now?
Yeah.
Okay, super. Thank you. All right, folks, the name of the company that we're talking about is Doobly. That's it, Doobly Network. Actually, there's two sides to the company. There's Doobly.com, which is where I am right now, Doobly.com, and then you've got DooblyNetwork.com, which is actually the business opportunity. Doobly.com is founded, it's about a 10-and-a-half-year-old company. It's based, it was founded in Denmark. It's actually based in, the home office now is based in Florida, although we have offices in Berlin and also in Dubai. And there's currently about 11 million customers around the world. And Doobly, what they do is they offer an opportunity where people can start earning cash back on the stuff that they're already buying. Now, let me explain this with a quick story. When my friend called me and told me about this, as it happens, the next day I needed to purchase a large screen television. My wife and I founded a nonprofit organization earlier this year, and one of the classrooms where the kids, it's a theater program for kids, and one of the classrooms where they were watching some video clips, they were having to watch on a laptop, and my wife called me and she said, hey Tony, these kids can't really see real well, and she explained it, and I said, well, that's okay, I'll go online and buy a big screen television, and then we'll just pop by the store tomorrow and pick it up. So that's what I did. I went to bestbuy.com. You guys have Best Buy in Europe?
No.
No? It's a big, big store here in the United States. I'll show you this. In Best Buy, I basically went and bought the television I was going to buy anyway. But look here at the top of the screen what happens when I go to Best Buy. You see this? This is not a pop-up, and this is actually right on Best Buy's website. It actually knows that I'm a member of Doobly, and it's telling me that just by being a member of Doobly, I'm going to earn 7% cash back on my purchase here. So all I actually have to do here is click the button that says Activate Cash Back. It says Cash Back Active. It closes that little banner, and now anything that I buy here on the internet, on bestbuy.com, I'm going to get 7% back. Well, this is what happened. So I came to Best Buy, I pushed that button, I bought the television I was going to buy anyway. Now this is important, listen carefully. I bought the television I was going to buy anyway, from the store I was going to buy from anyway, at the price I was going to pay anyway. So it was completely transparent for me. I changed nothing. I didn't have to go to some weird store. I didn't have to go to some special store to get my cash back. I came to the same store I was going to shop from anyway. I bought the television, I bought an Apple TV, I bought a couple of HDMI cables to hook it all up. I checked out, and the next day I had $62 in my cashback account. Now, let me come off a screen share real quick, because I want to say this, but I don't mean it to sound arrogant, okay? I just want to make a larger point. I'm at a place in my life where saving $62 is not going to change my life that much. And I don't mean that to sound arrogant, but here's what happened. When I saw that $62, my mind started working because I was thinking, my goodness, what if I could help thousands of people save $62 on the stuff that they're already buying? And in addition to helping them save money, I get to earn 25% of whatever they saved. So in other words, if you had been the one to introduce me to Doobly and I bought that television, while I saved $62, you would have gotten, what is that? That's a $15 commission.
Yeah.
Not a lot of money, but consider what that looks like when you factor in thousands of people buying millions of dollars of stuff every single day. Guys, it is phenomenal. So that's how I found out about Doobly. So let me show you exactly what Doobly looks like. That I've already given you an example there of what it looks like when you go to Best Buy. Let me show you the Doobly shopping mall. Matter of fact, these are probably going to be some brand names that you may recognize. I'm actually in the U.S. mall right now, so you guys will see a slightly different mall if you're in Europe. But these may be brands that you recognize like Priceline or Expedia, Best Western, Radisson Hotels. This is all in the travel section. If we go over to the shopping mall, these are very large brands that we have here in the United States. Walmart, Kohl's department store, Ralph Lauren is one I'm sure you've heard of, DKNY. If I hit department stores, here's Bloomingdale's, Carson's, Dillard's, list goes on and on. Here's Kmart. I mean, these are major brand names in my country, and again, your country will have brands that you're probably more familiar with, and you may know some of these. Nordstrom, Saks Fifth Avenue, Sears, so on. Expedia, Travelocity, Orbitz, Hertz Rent-A-Car, you name it. There's a tremendous number. There's over 4,000 stores in the mall. So if you look here at, let me scroll down here to, let's say Nordstrom. You see Nordstrom right here? Well, Nordstrom, here's where I am, guys. Nordstrom is a member of our mall, okay? And we have 3 membership levels. There's a free level that just being a free customer of Doobly is 3.2% cash back. A premium member is 7.2%, and a VIP member gets 9.2% cash back. Now that's pretty impressive. So even if somebody just wanted to sign up in Doobly on the customer side as a free member, who would say no to free money, right? But what we find is that about 80% of our customers eventually upgrade to VIP because it's only $99 a year in the United States, and it may be a little bit different in Europe. And Christopher, I'll let you guys talk about the European differences in a moment if you want. But the VIP model is very, very reasonable. It's anywhere. It's around 30 cents a day to be a member, and you're going to get 9.2% cash back just from this one store. Okay, so picture the millions of dollars being spent in all of these high-end brand name stores that we all know and that we're already shopping at. Except now, whenever one of your customers gets cash back, you get 25% of that cash back deposited in your account. And by the way, that 25% doesn't come from the customer. They get their cash back, but Doobly pays you an equivalent 25% of their base cash back. Okay? Now, let me hurry because I realize we're already near the bottom of the hour, and I can talk on and on about this. This is amazing. I've never seen anybody do quite what this company's done. But this is the part that blew my mind. So, you remember I told you the story about buying my television? Well, I knew where I wanted to go buy my television, which was Best Buy. And I can also go in here in the Doobly shopping mall and I can search by store, okay? White House, Black Market is one of my wife's favorite stores. So I can just do a search for that and see here that I'm going to get 7.3% cash back. But what if you don't know where you want to buy something? How can you get cash back? If you don't know the store you want to go to and you don't want to have to come into Doobly and do a search, well, let's say if you went to Google. Guys, you're going to love this. When I saw this, I saw a 7-figure income. Okay? I'm at Google. Everybody knows Google. And let's say I want to buy some Nike shoes. Enter. And here's the standard Google results for Nike shoes, right? I'm going to blow this up a little bit. I want you to look closely. This is not, you're going to see something different on my screen than you do when you go to your Google. Because when you go to your Google and type in Nike shoes, you don't see any cashback offers. But check this out. You see something different here? Because I'm a member of Doobly, Doobly puts the cashback figures right into the Google search results. So I can look here and say, okay, here's Nike.com. Okay, there it looks like they're paying 8.5% cash back. Here's East Bay. That's 9.2%. That's a good deal. Foot Locker's 9.2%. Ah, look here though. 10.6% cash back if I shop at Finish Line. So how about I just hover over this and it says 10.6% cash back. I'm going to click Go to Store. So I can actually do my shopping right there in the Google search results to see who's going to deal. You see here again at the top of the screen, it's going to show me there's my 10.6% cash back as a VIP member. Okay, so I will click Activate Cash Back. And I have a little bit of a slow internet today. There we go. And now it says cashback is active. It disappeared. And now whatever I shop during this session, I'm going to get that discount. Actually, it's not even a discount. It's actually cash back, which is better than a discount. Guys, that is our product. That is the actual Doobly product. And again, let me show you real quick. There's a couple of different, you can do all kinds of stuff. There's financial services here. There's insurance, telecoms. Basically, all the customer does is sign up for free, okay, shop like normal, and they get cash back. That's all there is to it. And if they would like to upgrade and get more cash back, they can certainly upgrade to the VIP membership. So here are the three, and again, we're still on what we call the customer side of the business. We haven't talked about your business opportunity at all yet. That'll only take a couple of minutes because you've already gotten a glimpse of it. But on the customer side, there's free customers here. Premium customers, that's in the United States, it's $4.95 a month. Again, I'll let one of my colleagues in Europe clarify the European differences. And then most people eventually upgrade to the VIP membership, which in the U.S. is just $99 a year. And there's actually a little calculator here over on the website where you can see how much cash back can you earn this year. Let's just say, hypothetically, on travel, let's say, you know what, let's say the average person is going to spend $2,000 on travel and shopping. You know, I'm gonna say $3,000. I'm gonna say $4,000. It could be well more than $4,000, but we'll be conservative and just say $4,000. Again, when you're considering everything you buy, clothing, back to school, holiday shopping, utilities, I'll be conservative and let's just say you're spending $2,000. Well, in that scenario right there, you're looking at a VIP member is getting back $885 a year.
Hey, Tony.
$885 a year. That's pretty phenomenal. Yeah.
I can tell you that I met this last weekend with Doobly CEO. He had a little event in San Diego, and what he said in his presentation is that the average U.S. customer, VIP customer right now, is currently getting around $900 per year in cash back. So that number is pretty accurate, I think.
Yeah, $900 a year for VIP customers. Guys, that is phenomenal. That's remarkable. And you know, while you're out here, John, let me turn this over to you real quick because you got an opportunity to actually meet the CEO like I have. and we're going to get into the business opportunity side in just a moment. But what comes up for you? Like when you saw this for the first time, the opportunity to make money by people doing what they're already doing without having to introduce them to something new they've never seen before, but just the opportunity to earn a cash back on their own shopping as well as earn 25% when they introduce it to others. You're an entrepreneur. What came to your mind?
I mean, this is a product. I was blown away because this is a product that almost everybody wants, and I mean, everybody wants to save money, and you can help millions and millions of people if they know about this, but most people don't know about it yet. And and by helping people saving money, you also get a reward for that, and I mean, and you get a small little piece of everybody's that you're referring, and that's adding up to a lot of money, and it can help a lot of people break free from their jobs and do whatever they want instead of, yeah.
Right on. Great stuff. Anybody else want to chime in real quickly before we start talking about the actual business opportunity and the team?
Yeah, I have one thing, Tony. I know we have some listeners that have come to me and said, well, we don't have a shopping mall in our country, in Europe. We don't see the stores in our country. You might want to talk about that, but I have one example for myself. Is actually I live in Norway, and I'm Swedish, but I live in Norway, and neither Sweden or Norway has a shopping mall with Doobly. Nevertheless, yesterday I had to book a free rental cars. I'm going to the States in a couple of weeks on a trip, and I rented 3 cars for 2 weeks, and I had about $200 cash back with doing that rental with budget. And I also were going to Thailand over the Christmas, so I booked a hotel with hotels.com, and I made about $150 cash back on that. So even if I don't have the mall, I can still use it, and it's perfect. It's just a no-brainer to me.
Yeah, I think you've addressed the concern wonderfully because there's 2 things to consider. Number one, just what Krister just mentioned, even if you don't have a mall in your area, there's still a global mall that you can tap into, as well as, like, for instance, my wife and I, when we flew to Dubai, we stayed at the Armani Hotel in the Burj Khalifa building, and we got, it was like $600 cash back. It was huge. It was a massive amount of cash back that we got because we booked our hotel in Dubai there. Well, the Armani Hotel is not in the U.S. mall, but hotels.com is. So I booked our room through hotels.com, which is in the U.S. and the global mall, and I got my cash back even though I was staying at a hotel that wasn't listed in the United States. The other thing, too, and this kind of goes more toward the business opportunity, I've got an incredible growing team in areas of the world where they have a global mall. They don't have a local Doobly mall. And you know, the initial question they had was, well, can I work this business? Because I'm in, say, the Philippines. You know, can I work this business and make money? Can I really build a large team and make a large income here? Because I'm over here in this little remote part of the world where we don't have a local mall. And of course, we live in the 21st century. You know, your ability to make money on the internet has nothing at all to do with geography. So just like with this webinar we're hosting tonight, I say tonight, it's actually 2:30 in the afternoon for me right now, but it's nighttime in Sweden, and there's folks in Australia that perhaps are up very early or who have guests on this presentation themselves. So it's truly an international and a global opportunity for you to create the kind of lifestyle that you deserve by helping people save money on the stuff they're already buying. So great distinction there. Anybody else real quickly before we jump into the business side?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Tony, this is not just about for people that are going to get cash back for themselves. This is about helping other people getting cash back when they're shopping. So some people might get the wrong idea that we want them to save money with just cash back right now. And yeah, this is not you can do that certainly, but also the business side of this is helping other people save money as well, and that you will be greatly rewarded for that. And we're going to go into that right now.
Right. Because there's, I mean, if we all were wealthy billionaires and we had nothing to do but just help people, that'd be awesome. You know, but we all came to the webinar tonight because at some point we want to talk about how can we get our share of what's going on. There's millions and millions and billions of dollars being spent online, and how can you get from where you are to where you want to go by aligning yourself with Doobly so that you can get your piece of the pie. So that's what we want to talk about next. This portion, guys, if you don't mind, I'm just going to be, it's just us. I'm going to be totally candid here with you guys and show you a few things. I'll probably offer a little bit of an income disclaimer at some point because I'm going to show you around a little bit of my back office. And just be aware if you see any dollar amounts in my back office back here, it's not a guarantee of income. You know, your results will depend on your ability, your hard work, your focus, your commitment. But I do want you to be aware a little bit of how the business opportunity works, and also the team support that you're going to get. So let me draw it out this way, and this will be, I don't think this will be too redundant, but it is important for you to understand. Guys, we're talking about your ability. So like if you've got the average person here, okay, we'll call him Mr. X, just your average shopper, okay, it could be Mrs. X, maybe Mr. X is married, and they're spending all of this money on all these different parts of their life, okay? This is not even about network marketing or internet marketing. This is just about you assisting one family with getting cash back. But you, as the business associate, like they registered to be a Doobly member through your personal Doobly.com website, okay? They registered, okay, through your Doobly.com website. You are entitled to 25% commission on their cash back. And we use a term called their commissionable revenue. It's just a pay plan term. But basically, if somebody goes out and saves $100 on their back to school, that's a $25 commission in your pocket. And then when they go out and spend $1,000 on a widescreen television, and say they maybe they save $200, maybe they save $150 on that. Your portion of that would be $30-something. Or somebody goes to Sephora or Ulta, and they I don't know what mascara and makeup costs, but say somebody at that point then spends $50 on makeup, and maybe they save say $5, and you make $1.25. I mean, that's not a lot of money, $1.25. But picture what it looks like when you've got lots and lots of Mr. and Mrs. X. Okay? We're talking about a free membership that people can choose to upgrade or not. But your opportunity, and this is the conversation we really want to have, your opportunity here is by helping spread the word, you get 25% of their commissionable cash back on all the spending that they're doing every year, every day, every week, every month. Okay? So now, as a business opportunity, we've also got your standard, what you would expect from a home business organization, where in addition, let's say that this is, let's say that here's Bob, and he is a business associate in the company, right? And let's say that around Bob, let's say that this circle just represents all the Mr. and Mrs. X's out there. And let's say that each one of these X's, as John mentioned a moment ago, let's say that each and every one of these X's represents $900 a year that the average VIP is getting in cash back. Every one of these X's, okay? And that is an accurate figure, but the income projection I'm about to make is just that. It's just a projection, okay? So picture that Bob here is doing pretty well, isn't he? Bob's getting 25% of all this cash back, all these customers. There's I met a dairy farmer from Denmark, in fact, who is earning a 7-figure income just on this. Not talking about building a team and the network marketing opportunity at all. Just from cash back, he's earning a 7-figure income. Well, when Bob starts building a business, imagine that you're also, as you are the person who invited Bob into the business, not as a customer. Okay, we're talking about the business side now. He became a business associate of yours. You are also getting a percentage of all that business. Okay? So can you imagine what it looks like when you've got over here, here's Sally, who's also a business associate. And Sally is doing the same thing. Sally's earning a fantastic income in cash back revenue. Okay? But because you introduced Sally to the business, you're also getting a percentage. You see how it begins to work? And so Sally, she's got this great income happening here by introducing, the cashback program. Sally then decides, I think I'd like to get involved in building a bit of a team, and say she enrolls a Krister, right? And then Bob decides to build a team, and he's got here's a Linda, and here's a Denise, and each of them start doing the same thing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what's called exponential growth. This is what's called leverage. I'm not going to get into doing one of those classic, 3 who get 3, and so on. You guys are all grown adults here. We all understand how leverage and exponential growth works. But instead of you making money solely on your own efforts, the business opportunity side is your opportunity to enroll people in the business, and they're out getting customers, and you're getting to earn a percentage, not just on your efforts, but from the efforts of your team members. Guys, this is where wealth is created. Matter of fact, let me just show you real quickly, and I'm going to try to do this in a way where I can preserve a little bit of privacy, just because you may see some names on the screen here. I think I can kind of obscure a little bit of it, but I'm going to just show you. Well, first off, before I show you this is the Doobly Network back office. When you get started with us in the business tonight, you're going to have instant access to your own online business center. So you'll see that here we've got various promotions. Some of this won't make sense to you until you understand the ranks, but for instance, I'm in the process of becoming a VP, which means I've got 4 people under me who are sales directors. As soon as I get one more person on my team who's a sales director, then I'll become a VP. So that's what that's for. If you'll see down here, here's special promotions. You can see this little spot right here. Two more enrollments personally, and I get a nice $15,000 bonus there. So there's all kinds of things back here in this online business center. But you've got organization, your earnings, your payouts, customers. There's your vouchers you can send to prospects, potential business partners, tons of reports, an entire education system. Here's the Doobly Network Academy, where there's tons of training videos, information on the compensation plan, marketing, PowerPoint presentations, print material, doing home parties. Not my cup of tea, but if you want to do a party in your home, the company has an entire system in place to support that. Promotions, banners, so on. Meetings all over the world. Partner program, fantastic. Great way to show businesses and nonprofit organizations how to increase their revenue by having their own logo on the Doobly shopping mall. So when people go, it's the First Baptist Church rewards program instead of the Doobly shopping mall. Or in my case of our non-personal back office area. And again, just by way of disclaimer, if you see any dollar signs in here, it's not a guarantee of success. You may make more money than me, you make less money than me, you may sit on the couch and earn no money at all. But this is just a real life view of what my business looks like after about 8 weeks. And the reason I want to show you this is because I think there's a couple of really things here that you ought to be aware of. First of all, you can see here that Jessica and I have personally enrolled 132 people. But check this out. There's 874 people on our team after about 7.5 weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, I have never seen that kind of duplication. That's for every one person I bring in the organization, my team is bringing in almost 8 people. I've never seen that level of duplication in an organization that's this young. Most people who've been in the home business know that most organizations, you got somebody that comes on board and they bring in a very wide, shallow organization. Whereas here, what we've got is real depth. We've got people who are building. I mean, I've got people that are 20 and 30 levels below me now, even though we're very, very young. Some of these little things won't necessarily make a lot of sense to you, these ranks, but take a look at this. Look at the number of people who are advancing from level to level. Like, for instance, this one here, from team leader to team coordinator. That's, what is that? That's almost 15%. That's a large, significant number of people. To put that in perspective, I would say the average team coordinator in our group right now has probably made, I would say, probably somewhere around $5,000 US as a team coordinator. So again, in a very young organization, to see that many people moving that quickly and getting that result is pretty impressive. Again, about 15% of people have advanced to sales director. The average sales director, we've got people who are sales directors who made multiple 5-figure incomes last month. Their first calendar month in the program made, anywhere from, a lot of them want to get into making income claims, but suffice it to say that they've earned in a month what a lot of people in the United States make in a year. Here's the number that I think I'm most impressed with. Look at this. Look at the retention rate. There's 874 people in my team, and 872 of them are active. Ladies and gentlemen, that's unheard of. That is unheard of. The number of people who are happy and sticking around, because even in a 2-month-old organization, in any other network marketing company, you've got people that flake out, or they quit, or they just lose focus, or they never even really got started and they cancel. But here we've got a tremendous. What is that? That's like 99.99% of my organization is actually active. So these numbers are absolutely phenomenal to me, and we can dig a little deeper if anybody wants me to. But I'm going to kind of come off a screen share and turn it over to somebody else here to have a chat. Guys, what's coming up for you on this? We talked a little bit about how to make money in the business.
Yeah,
we can talk a little bit more about commissions if we want to, but what's coming up for you guys?
Yeah, well, for me, it's coming up. There are several huge ways to make huge money. In several ways to make huge money with this opportunity. But also, what comes to mind is some people might be wondering, so do I need to go out there and bring in a lot of people? I don't like to do that, and that's where our Team Wukar comes into place. And I want us to talk a little bit about that too. And so there is a part of this, an internet marketing play that is put on top of this doubly, and this by a guy named Matt Trainer. And he is a search engine optimization expert, and what he has put together is an internet marketing system that he lets us all leverage and basically use that system by just if we just are willing to contribute with our time. So that's where it comes in for people that don't want to sell, that don't like to sell, and don't like to recruit. There is also an opportunity for you to come in and contribute with your time and doing some small tasks like creating videos or writing articles and things like that to help out with create content for this marketing machine, basically. So maybe someone else wants to go into more details about that. Or Tony or Sanna?
Well, I was just going to say, when you say, you said it already, contribute with your time. Yes, you do little tasks, you do little jobs to actually then contribute to the advertising. It's like we're going to all pitch in, and there's going to be the jobs we do, the marketing we do is going to be, well, I just see it like it's just going to be, just spread out all over, rather than actually hiring people to do this work. We do it as a qualification of also participate in what we call the rotators, or there is mainly one rotator in the team member level, where a rotator is a system where we all take part, and I will get a customer when it's my turn, sort of in the rotator. Other customers will all sort of come into the system, and so
because I don't want to confuse anybody, because I know a lot of people might not know what SEO is or rotators.
Right.
So what Sanna's describing there, guys, this is an opportunity for you to have the top marketers on the planet marketing your business on your behalf, basically.
Right.
So in other words, our team actually runs ads, and we do marketing. And matter of this way, let me share my screen once more. So picture, guys, that we've got what's called a funnel, okay, a marketing funnel. And the funnel basically consists of ads are constantly running that are bringing people to a website. Okay, and that website, you don't even have to know how this works. I'm just going to explain it to you real quickly. That website has a form on it where a person can fill out the form and request information on the opportunity or about the customer. Either one. We have two separate rotators. So they may be a customer, somebody who wants to learn more about the cashback program, or they may be interested in the business opportunity as a business associate. In either case, they actually have a sign-up form here, okay, or they can sign up as the business. And what ends up happening is we rotate. These are sales, and these are enrollments in the business, okay? So by participating in this system, as John mentioned, we have various ways that you can participate in this system, just by pitching in, just by doing a little bit of things like maybe we need some videos uploaded, or maybe you need to write an article. Maybe it's like, hey, if you'll, we need some fresh YouTube accounts started so we can upload some videos. Just basic, very, very basic things that anybody can learn to do, even if you're not a computer whiz. And by participating in that, then you automatically are going to receive either sales or enrollments assigned to you. Okay? So it's a fantastic way. Matter of fact, I'll show you real quickly what our team website looks like. If you look here, you may have heard at the beginning of the call somebody mentioned that I'm very excited about Wukar. Wukar is the name that we gave our team. It's the largest and fastest growing team in the history of Doobly. And we have a 24/7 support team. We've got a team website. So there's never a time in your business where you'll be lacking for instruction or guidance. In addition to the person who brings you into the business, who's got a vested interest in helping you in the business, you also can come here for all kinds of things. Like here's basic training over on the left side. Basic training on Doobly, social media, paid traffic. There's advanced training, various resources. We have webinars and conference calls for you to tap into, a support portal with frequently asked questions, or you can just ask a question of our support staff and they'll get right back in touch with you. And then what we're talking about right now is the traffic rotator, where I'll just give you an example. For instance, right here, you can see you can earn 10 credits per video. I don't know if you see that where I'm looking where it says BA videos here. So if you wanted to make, if you want to get 10 credits, in our video, in our business associate rotator, then the current keyword that they have assigned to me at this moment is make money from home in Texas, postal code 78614. There's a training on how to make the video. It's not a camera video. You can actually do it entirely on your computer. And then you upload the video, hit submit, and then I get 10 credits in the rotator. And those credits go toward either, in this case, because it's a business associate rotator, those 10 credits go toward bringing me team members on my team that I can earn commissions on. And then, of course, we also have the customer rotator, which over here, customer videos, again, 10 credits per video there. So anyway, this portion of our conversation is for people who may be wondering, hey, look, I'd love to make money from home. I love what I'm hearing about Doobly and cashback, and I'd love to get my piece of this billion-dollar pie. But, I've never been a strong recruiter. I'm not much of a salesperson. I'm not good at marketing. Well, we're going to teach you those things, because ultimately those are things that you do want to learn how to become better at if you want to be successful in this industry. But number two, while you're learning them, you're going to have the opportunity to have some of the best marketers on the planet marketing your business on your behalf. So it's a pretty exciting place to be. We are at the top of the hour. I'd like to show you guys how to get started. And I've got one little 2-minute video that I would like to share. Is now a good time to share this little video, guys?
Go ahead.
Okay, so let me tell you a quick story, and I want to show you this. When my sponsor called me and invited me to a webinar like this one, I was, needless to say, I was blown away. And I was already earning $1 million a year in another business. So I wouldn't be here if I didn't think this was an 8-figure business, okay? I mean, I'm here because I see an opportunity to really impact a lot of lives and reach my goals faster. Excuse me. But during the webinar that I watched, somebody said something about the Cayman Islands. You guys have ever been to the Cayman Islands? It's one of the most naturally beautiful parts of the world. It's in the Caribbean. And my sponsor asked me, he said, hey, did you hear them talking about the Cayman Islands? And I said, yeah. He said, do you know what they were talking about? And I said, no, I don't. And he explained it to me like this. He said, here's the thing. The pay plan is structured in a way to where when you hit the top rank in the company, which is called Senior Vice President, doesn't mean anything to you at this point, but when you hit the top rank in the company and they give you 30 months to do it, 2.5 years to hit the rank, you know how a lot of companies will give you a car or they'll lease you a car, or like Mary Kay has a pink Cadillac. Well, Doobly does things a little bit different. You actually get a 4,500 square foot home on the north side of Grand Cayman Island in the Caribbean. You get land and a home. It's not a lease. It's not a timeshare. You actually get the opportunity to by working your business and getting paid, you get the opportunity to actually get a vacation home that is remarkably gorgeous. So this video is about 2 minutes long, and we'll explain a little bit about the incentive program here. Watch this.
Doobly Network, the largest e-commerce direct selling company in the world, is pleased to invite you to one of the world's most desired treasures, Grand Cayman. Welcome to an alluring and exclusive destination, rich in natural wonders and magnificent beaches. Up to 60 feet above sea level, situated in the unspoiled waters of the Caribbean, Grand Cayman is a true tropical paradise, known for its brilliant coral reefs, underwater seawalls, and numerous shipwrecks. Grand Cayman is the ideal spot for fishing, snorkeling, and deep sea diving, as well as more adventurous sports like jet skiing and kite surfing. The lush surroundings and spectacular sea view attract high-profile celebrities and millionaires from around the world. With no taxes, Grand Cayman is truly a heavenly retreat from the bustling world, which will seem far away. The captivating attractions of this secluded island kingdom are crowned by the gated community, Doobly Golf and Beach Resort, an elite residential oasis created exclusively for the vice presidents and senior vice presidents of Doobly Network. Located at the north side of the island, in an area known as Millionaire's Row, just a short walk from the famous Rose Point, these luxurious condos and villas are offering first-class facilities and many homes with fairway views to our private golf course. With private beach access, the white powder, soft sand, and turquoise water is only footsteps away. Doobly Golf and Beach Resort represents the most privileged lifestyle possible on one of the world's most desired destinations. As a valued member of the prestigious Doobly Network, you can enjoy the unique and picturesque delights of Grand Cayman from the comforts of your private gated Doobly Golf and Beach Resort getaway. Join today and learn how you can get your luxurious getaway.
Let me share this with you guys. When I saw that video and I looked at the pay plan, I was completely blown away by how much money this company is putting into the pay plan. And when I flew to Dubai to meet with the founder, we had a conversation about it. And one of the things that he told me was, the reason that we pay you guys so aggressively in the pay plan is because as a company, the company just doesn't really need the money. I mean, what a great thing to hear from a network marketing owner, right? Is that the company's not in survival mode. They're not trying to figure out how to keep the doors open. They're not struggling with growth. They're not struggling with the bills. You know, I've been behind the scenes on a lot of network marketing companies in my 20-year career, and I'm telling you, not every company out there is doing as well as they might like for people to think. But it was so refreshing to hear the founder of Doobly say, one of the reasons that we pay you guys so aggressively is that as a company, we just don't need that money. We would rather you be the best paid distributors in the world because, excuse me, what we do need are happy business associates who are helping us meet our goals by going out and getting lots of customers. So that's the actual objective here. We have 11 million customers around the world, and we want to get that closer to 200 million as fast as we possibly can. And the way to do that is to make sure that you've got an army of marketers over here that are extremely, extremely happy with what they're earning for doing the actual work. So what I'd like to do real quickly, let me show you how to actually get started tonight, so that way you know what to do from here. And don't click this yet, because there's probably a button that has appeared down below the video where we're talking. Don't click it yet, because it might actually take you away from this page. I think it's actually set up so that it I think it's actually set up to where it would launch a new page, but let's just double check real quick. I'm going to take you over. I'm going to use a different browser. For some reason, it's taking me to a mobile page. So when you click the button down below to get started, there's a couple of packages that you have to choose from. And let me just kind of draw these out real quick. The first section here.
We don't see you.
Uh-oh. Hang on. You're saying you weren't seeing my screen?
No, we weren't seeing your screen.
Oh, well, thank you. Hang on a second. Let's see if I can do it now. All right, do you see my screen now?
I can see it.
I can see it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and I can see it as well.
Okay, good. Super. So when you push the button to get started down below, you'll see the normal, fill out your personal information. Here's your address. Your sponsor's information is going to be right here, okay, and it will be filled in by the person who invited you here, okay? If you see a blank, if it's blank like this is right here, get back in touch with the person who invited you to the webinar, and they will provide you with the information to put in there. But it's probably going to be already filled in for you. Here are the options available for getting started. Let me go ahead and just kind of remove a couple from the table. You do not need this one. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm on the U.S. page. Let me see. I don't. You know what, Krister? Does anybody have the ability to share their screen? Because I've got U.S. numbers here.
Well, the thing is, it's going to be the same numbers, but it's going to be in euros if
Okay.
you're set up in Europe.
Okay. Well,
But you also
I'll
we got
just
some questions about that. But the fact is that you get the commissions and bonuses in that currency as well, so it evens out. So it doesn't really.
Yeah. What he's saying there is it's actually going to be the same number. It's just going to change the currency. So
Yeah.
we have two different packages. You don't need these larger packages down here. Those are for people who want to do like corporate sales. You know, not really something that's required for you to get involved in the kind of business that we talked about tonight. So license fee is 99, and that's euros or dollars, correct, Krister?
Yes.
It's 99 in Europe as well? Okay. So let's just forget all the USD and just substitute euros here. Okay. So you've got basically two options. Okay. You've got this option here. Okay. And then you've got this option here. This is the one you want. Okay. So let me clarify the two differences. So you've got, which is a total of 595 euro, okay? And what that gets you is, there's two different packages you can choose from. I would recommend you pick the second package. If you're coming in at this level, excuse me, the 595 level, I would choose the second package. That gives you a bundle of VIP vouchers that you can either use or sell or give away as promotions. So that would get you in the business as a team member. Or you come in as a team leader accelerator, which is this one. This one is 2,475. Here's what you get. You're going to get everything that you would get up here, okay? So you're going to get a bundle of trial vouchers. These are promo vouchers that you can give away to customers to try the VIP service for 1 month. You're going to get a bundle of VIP vouchers. These are the actual product. Okay, that's a 1-year membership that you can either, again, I gave one to my sister, I used one myself, but you could actually sell these and recoup quite a lot of your initial getting started cost. You get access to both rotators. Remember the automated marketing system that we talked about? You get access to both automated marketing systems. Okay. Matt Trainer, who is the gentleman who runs that marketing system, is the world's most successful internet marketing SEO expert. He doesn't do coaching, he doesn't do private consulting. He's massive. I mean, he's the kind of, his company is an 8-figure company that companies hire and say, hey, look, we need 1 million clicks a day to our website. Maybe Toyota or Land Rover or Prudential Insurance. Hey, we need 1 million clicks a day, and he flips a switch. Okay, so typically when he teaches this stuff, he's $15,000 a person, and that is in a group setting. $15,000 a seat training, you get that for free when you come in at the 2475 level. Okay, and then also the last thing, and this is cool, is because of this product volume here that you're getting in the package, you automatically advance to the team leader rank, which is your commissions. Okay, so in other words, the 2475 package actually gets you where you want to go faster, and you start out making twice as much money as you would if you came in at the smaller package. Okay, and I'll be candid with you. We don't have any conversation for you tonight about trying to twist your arm and tell you to come in this way or that way. There's no bad decision here. There's just a great decision and a fantastic decision. I would give you the same advice that I would give my own sister, which would be get the package that's going to help you get to your goals faster. I came in with a 2475 package. and because of the way the commissions work, I recouped my investment within about 2.5, 3 days. If it took you a month, so what? You're looking at the opportunity to earn this kind of return on a home business is unprecedented. So the opportunity here to recoup your startup costs rather quickly is it's just never been done before. I'll close with this, and then I'm going to turn it over to my colleagues in Europe. Like I said a bit ago, in the world of business, I've been in the right place at the right time twice. I know what it feels like. The first time was in 2005. I went from making zero to making $60,000 a month in less than 4 months, and that was my first opportunity to really become a top earner. It launched a career of me hosting thousands of conference calls and webinars and traveling the world to places like Rome and Barcelona and Sydney, traveling the world and teaching people how to do what I do. The second time was in the fall of 2011, where I met some of my friends on the webinar today. And it's that allowed me to go from making zero to over $100,000 a month in less than a year. And I know what it feels like to be in a place where you see the marketplace, the product, the pay plan all lined up. It's an amazing, amazing feeling. And in less than 2 months here, we've got people that are making more money than they've ever made doing anything. And we barely have gotten started. We literally are just scratching the surface. So I would like to just highlight the fact that you are also uniquely in a really great spot in time, because in addition to being in Dublin and in addition to being with Team Wukar, because of being invited to this presentation tonight, you've got the opportunity to work with some of the sharpest people in the profession who are part of this European team. So whoever invited you here, you're in the right place at the right time. So you'll have access to me, to everybody that you see at the bottom of the screen here, and we'd be happy to work with you and assist you in getting from where you are to where you want to go. So anyway, we went a little bit long, and I'm going to turn it over to my friends for closing comments. But hopefully it was of value to you. Hopefully you've got some ideas here that you can use to create the kind of lifestyle you want. And of course, the main thing, click the button down below as soon as we finish up and get started. You'll be assigned to the person who invited you here, and within about 10 minutes you'll have access to all the same training and marketing support resources that I use and that Krista uses, and Denise and Linda and Sanna. And it's fantastic timing on your part to be able to get involved at such a great spot. So once again, guys, thanks for having me tonight. I'm going to mute up here real quick, and I'll turn it back over to Krista.
Thanks, Tony. Well, you took all my final comments, so I really don't have anything more to add here. I'm just going to let everybody else have their say as a final thought here. But to me, it's like you said. I mean, we're at the right place, right time, with the right people. That's what it's all about here. And I mean, with all these talented people like Tony and like Matt Trainer, as was mentioned before, we couldn't be in a better place than this. So, like Tony said, just click the button below after we're done here, and let's get started, because all of us on the panel has already getting results with doing this, and we're ready to bring you on and help you get the same results and just move forward with us and go for the Cayman Islands. We're gonna have a Swedish road out there, so that's fine. Anyone else wants to have a final say in this?
I'd like to say thank you, Tony, hugely, or really, really big, because a lot of people have been asking me for a business presentation, and I've said, well, we really don't have one yet, but I can send you, this or that hangout. But tonight, I really appreciate the presentation, because it feels like we've got a business. This is a business presentation that we can give, because you really included all of the parts. So thanks a lot. I really appreciated that.
Yeah, it's awesome. Really awesome, Tony. Really, really awesome. This This is really helpful, and even if I've been in this for 3 weeks and already getting success, I learned a lot of stuff tonight, so I'm really grateful. So thank you so much, Tony.
Right on. Absolutely. I've had a blast. I hope you don't mind me talking funny, because I'd like to come back sometime.
We love your accents.
Yeah. And as everybody else is saying, I truly too believe that this is the right place at the right time. I've never seen anything coming together like this before, and I've been online for 6 years. And yeah, this is truly an amazing opportunity, and we are just in the beginning. This project have only been around for 3 months, less than 3 months, and it's over the next few years we're gonna basically help a lot of people and getting a lot of results. So get with us, and if you have any questions, get back with us and ask them, and we'll be happy to assist you.
Denise?
And I just want to say thank you, Tony, for honoring us with your presence. It's truly an honor to have someone with your level of success come online with us and have a chat with us. So we really appreciate that, and that just goes to show that. I was going to say the commitment that our leaders have with us, with our team, and we appreciate that.
Oh, happy to do it. You guys are exploding. It's exciting to see what you guys are creating.
And we're excited too. We're very excited.
All right, thanks. So let's wrap this up, and you all have a great evening, and you'll have a great day, Tony. You still have a few hours left of the day, and other guys, June as well. But we're gonna have to soon go to bed, but we still have a few hours before we go to bed. So thanks everybody, and I hope to see you inside.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Good night, guys.